Happy Sunday. How's everyone doing? Happy you could join me. All right. Let's push this back a little bit. Hope everybody that's in the path of Helene is okay. I got to take my granddaughter to our favorite breakfast restaurant this morning. So that was awesome. They just reopened. Okay. I did enable ads for each 30 minutes. So let me know how your experience goes. And I'm so happy you could join me today. Can everybody hear me? Okay. Let me know. Okay. So every day, every morning, The Way of Positive Change, Facebook, Instagram, and Threads. And I want to give a shout out to Stephanie Square Peg and Stephanie Trillam Tarot. Thank you very much for helping me get started on Threads. Got the judgment card today, and that is about the wake-up call. All right? We've already shifted. We're already there. We're woke. You're woke. I'm woke. Everybody's waking up. Or maybe you're sleeping in. I don't know. It is Sunday. Anyway, this is a get up and get your groove on kind of card. Get a move on. Hey, Jay. If procrastination has been an issue, you can get past it. You can harness the energy and have a great Sunday. Every day, The Way of Positive Change, Facebook and Instagram. Hey, Haley. Okay, a couple of other announcements. Our members class, the first class after my trip will be on the 7th, I believe. Yeah, Monday, October 7th. I'll see you there. We're always doing psychic development and mini readings. We did mini readings last Monday, so I look forward to seeing you there, members. And the advanced tarot class, where you learn how to read and become adept in the 12th house astrological spread, so you can see what's going on in every area, department of your health or whomever you're reading for, begins on Thursday, October 10th. It's twice a week, Thursdays and Sundays. I have 2 places open. I like to keep my classes to a minimum amount of people because they're very interactive, because we do class on instruction on Thursdays and practice on Saturdays. This will be for 6 weeks. It's $125. You may make payments. You can email me thewayofpositivechange@gmail.com. Many of you know that I get to fly to Portland tomorrow to meet up with Jen Lynn from Jen Lynn's Tarot and Johnny from Tarot's Apprentice. I am beyond excited. I'm so excited. And Patricia and Freddie Todd will also be visiting. My brother Steve will be visiting. So we're going to have an action-packed crystal hunting, metaphysical store, surveilling, and surveilling? Yeah, just all kinds of fun and lots of fattening stuff. Lots of foodage. Okay. All right. So I'm so excited about that. I do have people coming to stay here with Zinni. So it's all good. Don't worry about Zinni Cat. She's fine. And she will not be out by the coyote. So it's fine. Everybody's, is the coyote still around? The coyote is still around. All right. That's it. When I get back, I'm going to do the free reading for the month of October. We're going to look into the cast of characters for October. Of course, I'm going to look at the debate. All right. We're going to look at that. I'm not going to look into Elon Musk because, unfortunately for him, and it makes me sad because I really thought I had a lot of high hopes for him. I am very happy that SpaceX is going to go help the astronauts because I didn't get good cards for their well-being, their mental well-being. Okay, I know they say they're okay, but we did a reading and that showed other results. So I'm very happy that they are going to get help and come home. I'm going to look at the debate. Not going to look at Elon's again. His cards were so terrible that I would actually like people to send benevolent prayers, because I think he needs some prayers. Netanyahu's cards very bad. So I'm not going to read on him again. He's going to be taken out by his people. I don't understand why they haven't gotten the net yet. Somebody needs to get the net for Netanyahu. So hopefully that will happen soon. Hope you can hear me okay. All right, and let's start with the debate. Let's just start off with that. Thank you if you posted questions on the community page. That helps me so much. Thank you for making comments on the card of the day, whether you're on Instagram, Threads, or Facebook. That helps me, and it lets me know that you're with me, that we're in this together, that we're waking up. All right, that we're in it together. It's important to me. All right. Whoop. So I want to thank you for subscribing. There's many of you that's been with me through the beginning of this whole mess. Thank you, thank you. All right, let's take a look at the debate. Let's just take a look at the debate as a whole. How will it go? Will it be sort of even? How will it go? For the viewer's experience. All right. There will be a lot of emotion. Thank you, Star and Flurry. There will be a lot of emotion. One party in particular is not going to be happy. All right. So we already saw that Putin would be starting with some negative ads on Facebook, just some bot stuff. There's going to be bot stuff. This is already happening. Oh, and remember, we already saw that Trump has had a change and shift with health. So we'll check in on that. Okay, there will be some lives. Plays well with other satisfactory, perhaps. Associations of each person will be brought up. Well, you're friends with so-and-so, and you're friends with so-and-so. I'm going to say that this is sort of mixed bag. Each person gets some jabs in. How else would you look at this? I'm interested to see how you would look at this with these. You know, of course, we know that there will be something legal that's brought up. That could be the legal case from the Haitian group from Springfield. And this means there's some lies there. But let's see. Now let's break it down and see how. Let's first look at who should we look at first? Let's look at Vice President Harris first and her debate performance. Vice President Harris. I did get that she was dealing with some sort of underlying health issue, but she's been zooming around, so whatever it isn't major, thank God. We don't want anybody to have a health issue. Nobody. Not Trump, not Harris, not anybody. All right. Oh, wait a second. What am I doing? Wait. what am I doing? All right, so Walz. All right, Tim Walz. This is for the vice president debate. Okay, Tim Walz, sorry. Tim Walz. Vice president debate. That is on Wednesday? Okay. How will vice president candidate Tim Walz, will he take the bait? Will he take the bait? Somebody's not happy. Tim Walz. How will he do with this debate? When I said vice president, it took me off course there for a second. Okay. So the debate between Walz and Vance will be sort of evenly, because our guides and angels know what we were talking about. There's that again. Someone is going to refuse to answer a question. All right, now this is Walz. He won't take the bait. That's good, but maybe he doesn't get one of the questions that they want him to land. There's a lot of thought about this. All right, he might get a little he could overthink something. All right, so when the jabs are lobbed over to his side of the court, he will be able to lob them back. A lot of swords, some legal things. Speaker. I'm not sure what he freezes about. He gets stuck on something. Patience, perseverance. All right, let me shuffle one more time on him. This is okay. This is all right. He's sort of, Harris froze. Well, she didn't freeze. She was very nervous in the very beginning. Then she did well. I think that's maybe sort of the same thing that happens to him here. How does he do? How is his overall? How will the general public see Tim Walz debate performance? Go. 0 to 10. Something hurts. Okay. Of course, you would expect Vance to sling one big sword there. All right. How will the general public view? Boy, the energy with this eclipse is a little odd. How will the general viewer, citizen feel? I'm not going to say average citizen because we're above average. You and I. Of course. How will the viewer feel that Vice President candidate Tim Walz will do? Okay. Patience and perseverance. So he will, I don't think he loses his cool. May not speak up when he could. He gets this again. This fell out when we looked at the overall debate between both people, and then we get it. Then we got it again in both spreads on him. So he will not take the bait, and he'll change the subject. He might get confused about something here. He might get some numbers wrong. That's okay. Overall, he does good. Okay. Overall, Ace of Swords, the World card, Six of Cups. All right. Now let's look at J.D. Vance. So the overall debate was all right. It was sort of mixed, right? With what we got. Now let's take a look at J.D. Vance. How will he do? How will his performance be? How will he feel he does? Does he lie to himself? Oh my gosh, okay. J.D. Vance. He has eliminated distraction to focus. He realizes that this is a make or break moment. And he may have to put something to bed here. End something. There's the Temperance card. Can you guys see that? Okay. Here's where a legal fact, a legal response is made. Others see him as, competitive. That's funny because he's not distracted. Then here he becomes distracted. Oh. All right, so there's something not quite. He will feel that he doesn't get something quite right. Separated from something about the way he wanted it to go. He is a recipient of remarks. So let's take a look. Let's take a look and see how the death card was really crazy. That's an obstacle. So it really is make or break for him. Okay, so let's look and see, how does the general public view the general public, the general viewer, feel about his debate performance? J.D. Vance. How will the audience viewing feel about his overall performance? Will they see him as a winner, a loser, together, not together? Got opportunity. Something doesn't go quite right. His wish is on its side. So maybe something he eats before he may have got eliminated distraction, but maybe not so many hot peppers or something. I don't know what that's about. Okay, yeah, indigestion. What the heck? Okay, I'm serious. Okay, he's trying to control. He is got a lot of angst here. He does not want to do this. Resentment, control. Again with this. Now, this means he's in trouble. Now, we're going to have to read on him as a person without this. Let's see how his October is. He gets a legal shot out there. Pootie's trying to help him. I think he graduated from, was it Yale or Harvard? Anyway, I mean, this is analytical. And sharp, but something has to come to an end. Something is tough for him. I'm concerned about his health. There may be some crazy person. Something's not good here. He has to be careful with the legal stuff. Okay. Let's take a look at his October. Let's start with him with the October. All right. Someone wanted to know how we did with the hurricane. Well, it was, the first part was we had a lot of storms and it was tough in the morning. Then it was mostly wind, a wind event. It was not as bad here as it was for Hurricane Debbie. That was just, a month ago. However, the coastal areas, like where I took my granddaughter for breakfast, and the downtown areas flooded and took in. It's been difficult, It's been difficult, and our electric and what have you fluttered, flickered, but stayed on. We never lost it. And anybody that's still in the path of all the storms, and I'm so sorry for everybody that did. Please know that we're all sending out prayers. All right. J.D. Vance. How does he do in October? What's going on? Why did he get such terrible? J.D. Vance. Does he do okay? Is he be okay? I bet his security isn't up to snuff. It isn't in the Gulf yet, Evelyn, and hopefully, I'm very hooked on Mr. Weatherman because he doesn't do all the hype. So that's my recommendation. If you live anywhere near the coast, one of the islands or anything, watch Mr. Weatherman because he's truthful. He doesn't come up with a bunch of hyperbole or charge things up just to get clicks. Okay, So J.D. Vance isn't doing something he should be doing. Again, so I'm seeing a health problem for him. He needs more Secret Service. I'm just going to say it. There is something, somebody's watching him. And if he isn't careful with what he says, he's going to have a big problem here too. Not stable. Okay. October isn't going to be good for him. And he could dig holes and fall in some quicksand, and there's some problems. There's somebody that doesn't like him, that wants to make a problem for him for entertainment purposes only. I have to say that. I'm not saying that, I think everybody needs prayers. Okay, so this isn't good. And women, there's probably a childless cat lady that is going to try to make a problem for him. Okay. All right, so now we did Vance for October. Let's do Walz. Okay. Tim Walz, October. We're going to ask about Zelensky. I asked a lot of questions today. So, how does Vice President candidate Tim Walz do in the month of October? Judgment. I just feel like he's going to have a problem. I just feel like he's going to have a problem. Maybe it's just with Walz, maybe it's just a little area where he's concerned about analyzing something. He may overanalyze something. All right, Tim Walz, he's trying to working on fundraising. He wants added security for his family. He doesn't feel like he has enough security, protection for his family, because we've got family card here, the security card here, and this is where he's, that overanalyzing, he's going to be very active. Why does this listen, there's parts of this job I don't even think he wants. And I think he's very concerned about his son. There's something coming up here that he just does not want to deal with. Everything comes up family with him. He's very concerned about his family in the month of October. He's very concerned about the bot stuff on social media and anything that could try to come after. He wants that umbrella of safety up. And so there will be he will have some fear there. And he has responsibility. And this is feeling like, well, I have to do this and I have to do that, even though there are some things that he doesn't want to do. So the month of October is a bit tough for Tim Walz and his family. Okay. Now let's ask about Harris. Kamala Harris. the month of October. How does she do? October 2024. What is the overall energy? And when I come back, we'll go in depth more into each week leading up to the election. Kamala Harris, how does she do overall month of October? Overall, how does Kamala Harris do month of October? I can feel a lot of tension, lack of sleep. She needs some extra vitamins. Speaking. Uh-oh. Okay, so now I keep seeing this Eight of Swords. And I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe I saw that a lot last week. I feel like they've all been warned, all four of them, Vance, Trump, Harris, Walz. I feel that all of them have been warned that the amount of threats, the threat level is up there, so they have to be very careful with what they say. Something surrounds her. There's surveillance. Something surrounds her that's a problem. Okay, she's okay. She gets another very big endorsement. Help from her friends. I mean, what is that going to be? Like a Beyonce's Swift concert? Didn't we see they were going to do something? I thought she was going to do something with Springsteen. They're going to try to bring up her past. She's okay. There's another endorsement that really helps her with the youth vote and the female youth vote. We'll also see her circle back to places that she has already campaigned. She has to go back to some places. Oh, someone wanted me to ask about the Senate. Okay, just remembered that. The women are going to come out for her in droves. She's going to do well with that, but Pootie is there trying to make misinformation. This disinformation. The campaign is very trying for everyone. Someone tries to speak out against her mothering abilities or something with her you really can't. I know that her steps are, but she has raised them. So, hey, Katie. All right, let's see about then Trump's October. Now, we already saw that there has been a change in his health. Are we going to be apprised of this? Will they let us know? Will there be, I'm sure we've already seen something, but there's definitely something going on. He's aware of it. We don't wish ill will. How does Trump do? Month of October. Thank you, Sharon Side. Trump's October. Okay, and then I also want to ask about the dollar because they're trying to say that there's an issue there. So just ask about that. Okay, instability at a rally, instability in attendance, instability, and I feel like he falters with his balance. He something doesn't go right the morning before, something happens there. I feel like he keeps saying some things that it's like he says something like winning by a small amount, or what did he call it? A smidgen, or he's dehydrated, no wonder. How many times do we talk about that, you guys? He's not going to be able to attend something that he wanted to. There's going to be extra security, more security needed. I feel like he will have to go for a medical check. I think both Harris and Trump will have to go for a medical check. That's something that isn't done usually, is it? I'm not sure what that's all about. I think he gets something legally goes his way. But I think he has an issue with stability here. Let me just take a look at. Well, let's move on. So, off balance, medical check. But something in court goes his way. I don't know, maybe that's more things being redacted in that Jack Smith report. Okay, let's move on to the Senate. So if Harris gets in, if Harris is elected, well, you know, I don't want to even ask that. What I want to ask is if the Democrats will have control over the Senate. In 2025, will the Democrats have success being the ruling party, majority of the Senate? Democrats, majority, Senate. Success, 2025 or not. Problems with the votes. A little help from our friends. There's a lot of money being paid, sent over from overseas to try to dissuade people from voting, making problems, not being able to see things clearly. All right, well, this is the wounded warrior who is still standing. So I'm going to say that that's pretty good. Wounded but standing. Wounded but standing. And then let's just back it up. Let's just ask about, will the Democrats have the advantage, majority in the House? Will the Democrats have the majority in the House of Representatives 2025? Yes or no? Will they be successful? I can ask that, Colleen. Wow. Somebody doesn't get in that they thought would get in. Rolling emotions. Lies, deception, moving forward. All right. I think they get the House. I think they get the House, but the Senate is a fight. All right. Now let's see. How is President Biden's health? How is President Biden's health? How is President Biden's health? We already know. I feel like he's really weak. And there's restrictions. He can't do some of the things that he was doing before. He's having a little bit of having some blood draws, some problems. His life is changing. He isn't going to be. He's having some big changes, some big health changes. But he's got a lot of help. He's a fighter. He's a Scorpio. He doesn't want to make changes, right? He doesn't want to admit that he's having problems. So this is not an easy time for him. Not an easy time. Send him lots of prayers. All right. Hey, Julie. Oh, that's another thing I wanted to tell you. I'll be back. I have appointments beginning October 7th, the week of October 7th. So go to the wayofpositivechange.com, wayofpositivechange.com to schedule your appointment, to book your appointment for a reading. Make sure you record it. So if you meet me on a laptop or a tablet of some sort, you can use your phone to do a voice recording. This is really important because that's our report card, right? Taking notes is good. It's better if you can record. If you do Zoom, you can record straight to Zoom. If you do Skype, a lot of people that I read for out of the country use Skype, Zoom, record right to their computer. I think Jay wanted me to ask if Pete Buttigieg will have a place in the Harris cabinet. Okay. Will Pete Buttigieg have a place in the Harris cabinet? I'm hearing yes. If she gets in, yes. We're just doing readings today. He does move to a different department or up the scale. He has a little bit of a health wobble. Either he or his partner. This is a place in government, yes. This is not the easiest time for him. Of course, transportation. I mean, Beth Cat sent me a picture of the highway that Helene took out between North Carolina and Tennessee, which was horrible. Scorpio 8763, be flying down. I don't return. I will not be back to work until the 7th. So I don't know how long you'll be here. You can call my cell number. It's on my website, The Way of Positive Change. I can meet you in person. All right. Thank you in advance for hitting the like button. Thank you for subscribing. It means the world to me. Okay. Now let's see. Jay also wanted to know if Harris would appoint Leticia James as the United States AG. I first heard no. But let's see. Would Harris, if she becomes president, would she appoint Leticia James as the Attorney General? I feel like there's something, I don't know, there's a hiccup there. There's a hiccup. And remember, I did a reading on Fani Willis, and she's going to come up from out of the quicksand, swinging and fighting and taking people down. So watch for her. Watch for the changes with Trump. Watch for the changes with Fani Willis. Watch for the changes with Elon Musk and with Netanyahu. Please send prayers for everyone because everyone has kids. We want everyone to be okay. Okay, let's see. No, there's a hiccup there. I think there's someone else. I don't think so. I think there's someone else. Great question, though, Jay. Looks like it might be a man. Okay. All right. The currency of the United States dollar. I'm getting all these things about Bitcoin and BlackRock and BRICS, and that the dollar's going to do this and that, and the crypto stuff with the. How's the health of the United States dollar currency for the next 12 months? Is it okay? Is it stable? Is the US dollar stable or not? I mean, it's there. It has its issues. A lot of people want to replace it. There's plans on how to take it out. It's still standing. Now you're gonna hear that song. I'm still standing. Okay. That BRICS thing may make a problem. There's other leaders. It's okay. It's okay. So don't believe everything you hear that comes in about the crypto stuff and BRICS and BlackRock. I mean, BlackRock is whoa is all I can say. I do have something I want to ask about them. I would like for this to be a little bit better, but it's okay. There are some changes and fluctuations with it. Thank you, Star and Flurry, again. Thank you, Big Stuff. Thanks, moderators, in advance. All right. My youngest son, Jake, asked me to ask, is there any connection between BlackRock, 23andMe, and the P. Diddy saga? So I'm just asking, because BlackRock purchased 23andMe. The day that the P. Diddy story came out, all of the board members of 23andMe resigned. Is there a link between this? Is there a link between 23andMe, BlackRock, and P. Diddy? Scorpio 8763, when you call me or text message or email me from the site, thank you, Sharon Site. Just let me know that you're a Scorpio on here. Someone from the board, someone, a foreign leader. This is that Eric Prince thing. The money that's paid. Oh boy. Money rules the world. It's a good thing we use it as a good tool. Staying positive over here. Instability. There is a connection. Maybe there's a connection to a specific person involved in this. To the exact date of the announcement, there is a connection. Okay? All right, Jake, that was for you. I think it caused a big problem with the 23andMe people, and that's where the separation is. All right, Colleen wants to know what's happening with Val Jennings. What's the future look like for Val Demings? Demings, right? She ran for Florida. I was really hoping that she would take out Marco Rubio. Yeah, okay, Sonia. Yep, I've been reading on the news, location, information, positive proof from ETs. We definitely get that in 2024. Before the end of the year, it's a yes. Of that, I'm sure. That came through just as clear as the the release of Evan Gershkovich. All right. Val Demings. How does she do? She have a place in the cabinet? All right. She stands on her own. She doesn't feel empowered. She didn't like, but she's got the smarts, the intelligence, the badges, the history. Losing that spot to Rubio threw her. She's not going to bite off more than she can chew. She's still in defense. Not sure. She isn't sure. Good question. She's not sure. She's not exact. She's got to take some time to figure out what it is exactly that she wants to do. Now, I've got to ask, because I live in Florida, as Johnny would say. I'm sure we'll go on live at some point when we're all together next week. I'm sure I'll come on and say hi. Jen will be done with her first class. Her second one starts on the 4th, I think, or that Friday. All right. Rick Scott. Is he going to keep his Senate seat? Voldemort. Rick Scott. Does he have success keeping his Senate seat? He wants to be the minority leader. He wants, listen, he was so right behind Mitch McConnell's, just can't even go there. Rick Scott. Can he keep his Senate seat? Please, people, maybe this is the wake up. Skeletor, Voldemort. There's a female trying to take him out. He isn't as stable as he thinks. There's I don't know if this is DeSantis is trying to keep him in here. It's a fight. Our sheriff here, Carmine Marcino, appointed and brought in by Rick Scott. Think there's a problem there? DeSantis trying to help him. He knows everybody in these positions. Okay. All I remember is her name is Mucarsel. He may not make it. He may not make it. When I get back, or if I do a reading with Johnny and Jen, I will ask that question. Rose Blue, will you please text me and help me remember to do that? Or Jay, or anybody that has a moment. Okay. I feel like he got involved too much. I don't. If there's ever a time that's going to happen, it's going to happen now. Okay. All right. Oh, thank you. Okay, so Debbie Mucarsel-Powell, that's right. Will she be victorious? Thanks. I'll just go ahead and, he is so slimy. Okay. Will she be successful in beating Rick Scott? Debbie Mucarsel-Powell. Will she be successful in beating? The good old boys want him to stay in. That House of Slytherin, tough to beat those. We got more magic, though. Debbie Mucarsel-Powell. Thank you, Rose Blue. Will she be successful? Beating Rick Scott. Will she be successful? Rick Scott will cause a huge commotion, a ruckus among us. The Five of Wands was there. He will cause a huge problem if things do not go completely his way. And Rick Scott took oligarch cash. She's fighting against that. She's fighting against Rubio, Scott, Gates. She's fighting against the incumbent government, but she can do it. I was so afraid this was going to be bad. It doesn't look like it at first, but I feel like after another count, she can do it. So this is, with both reads, I think this is the year this can happen. This can actually happen. But there is a big a big blow up, you know, a big blow up tries to come in. All right. Now, let's see. Oh, okay. All right. So we know, I wrote down these other questions. We know that Zelensky doesn't, we don't need cards for that. Don't need that. Okay. Let's ask about you and I, what we need to know for the next week, the rest of this weekend, the next week. I can write down a lot of these. I'll go through when I'm on the plane. I'll write down a lot of these. I do have a good book. I made sure I started it yesterday. It's called The Wedding People. I'm so excited. It was really good. It has a very good start. Very good start. Let me know if you've read it. And then I'll be picking up The Untethered Soul at one of the bookstores to come back. Carrie G, let me know how you're doing. All right. Guides and angels. And everybody along the Gulf, everybody everywhere. What is going on with this shirt? Everybody everywhere. Keep your eyes peeled on whatever's happening in the Gulf, especially if you've already had an environmental problem with Helene. Prayers, prayers, and more prayers. We're going to be okay. We'll be okay. What do our guides and angels want us to know most? Beware of false promises. That's what I'm hearing. Beware of false promises. Beware of the Trojan horse. We have to figure out who the Trojan horse is, what they're doing. Guides and angels, what is it that you want us to know? I'll take all the BPs I can get, benevolent prayers I can get for safe travel. Thank you. Don't be afeared. If you find yourself having fearful thoughts or anything scary, just change the channel, you guys. You know, and when the devil card comes up, it is always indicative of we need a routine change. So whether you've been doing a healthy routine lately or a not so healthy routine lately, change it up. Even if it's healthy, you can start something different. Add a different exercise thing or another yoga or meditation, or just change it up. This means we need change, right? These people strap themselves into this position with these chains around their necks to the devil, because it's the devil they know. It's what they know, right? They think it's safe, and it isn't. They think if they take off these chains and cross the street, there'll be 4 devils over there. But that isn't true. right? You don't know till you change. Oh, good, Carrie G. Thank you. All right, listen. They're going to make noise. The bad people will make noise, but don't be afraid. That's how bullies work, right? We know this. Hold steadfast to your intuition, your positivity. I made this bracelet. It says love. Love rules. Light over dark in any situation. You know, sometimes too, many times also, when the devil card comes up, we have a false sense of responsibility towards someone. Sometimes we just sort of give over our will, or we say, oh, I have to go do this for so-and-so. It's nice to help out other people, and there's a time and a place for that. But sometimes we need to take care of ourselves, you know, a lot of people I read for are so busy helping their kids or feeling that sense of responsibility that they're actually crippling them by enabling them instead of empowering them with helping them find resources. So we want to empower with resources instead of enabling and crippling on accident, you know, because God forbid, but if something happened to us, you know, what would they do? So let's empower others and not get yourself locked into something that isn't good for you. You got to make sure you're going to have help when you need it, right? And if you don't help yourself now, and that's what's coming in here. Don't enable the littles. Be careful. Don't, you know, some people won't, I love you guys, but sometimes there are very good people that can take care of your pets so you can travel. So don't be afraid that you can't have something good to take care of your pets. Okay. The steady Knight of Pentacles pulls through. So, you know, cornered people act out. They have nothing to lose. Putin, for instance. Netanyahu. And it's going to be some big act outs. Okay, so there's going to be a lot of problems. There's going to be shocking problems. So we need sage. We need grounding. We've got to hold the light. Remember that you are a light bearer wherever you are. Even if you're a blue dot in a red sea, like me, you are there for a reason. Hold the light. Hold your ground. Don't give in. Don't give in to fear. Know that everything is going to be okay. Patience and perseverance wins the day. But a lot of false structures fall. The mask comes off. You know, it's like when you're dating someone at first and everything is all wonderful until the first incident, and then the beauty mask comes flying off, right? Mask is coming off. Something is revealed. You know what hits the fan. Use your safety belt. You're safe. We're going to be okay. There's going to be some Russia stuff there. There's going to be some Putin stuff there. There's going to be this eclipse energy is some tough stuff. But we will be seen as Steady Eddie, the light bearer, the patient person with perseverance. So this is going to be a test of your patience. So I hope you packed a lunch. Okay. And speaking of packing, I gotta go pack. I'm going to meet Jen, Lynn, and Johnny. All right. I wish, and I wish upon a star that Becca could be there too. Okay. All right, you guys, it was so much fun. I will see you I'm sure that we'll do some sort of live when we're all there together, and that'll be fun. And I'll go through your questions. Please let me know if you read the book, The Wedding People, how you liked it. Also, The Untethered Soul. And big love and kisses to you. The energy is going to be more than intense. So stay grounded. All right. See you soon.